Check this out.
Welcome to BLPA Big Show. Hockey sports, life for the adult athletes. Yeah. Powered by the Beer League Players Association.
Better follow me.
Follow us, the BLPA, on every social media outlet. Follow the crew on Twitter at Nicker Jones.
Let's get it. Here we go.
Welcome to the greatest sports show in the world. A good week, everybody. We're coming to you from Blaine, Minnesota, and guess who's not here? No Limbacher. No. Now listen, because Limbacher's not here to defend himself, the reason we haven't been recording is because of Limbacher, right? You know, I will never take any responsibility for anything wrong on this show. I don't know if you guys have listened to the show before, but I'm not going to take any responsibility. So we're going to place that blame squarely on Limbacher. And he's not here, but in his stead, we have a familiar face and a new face that's also familiar, to me at least, because I've seen him many times before, and he's handsome as fuck. His name is Michael K. Fox.
Oh, hey.
Is it K?
No, it's not.
What is it?
It's P.
His dad's name is legitimately Michael J. Fox.
That's true.
Not that
That's
Michael
amazing.
J. Fox. Not that Michael J. Fox.
It is
no,
to me.
Yeah,
no,
okay.
I'm probably better at hockey because he's Canadian.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I don't know that much about Michael J. Fox, but I guess I should learn it. Like, I haven't taken the citizenship test, so they haven't asked me those pertinent questions. But we got Michael P. Fox, and then we got a guy you all know. You love to hate him, I think. Daniel J. Vibes. Daniel J. Vibes. What's going on?
Oh, you know, love and life.
Is it J. Vibes?
Sure, it is today.
Okay. Well, I like. See, why couldn't you just go with that, Mike?
I won't stand for incorrect name calling.
That you are a journalist of the highest ilk, right? And if we're going to do journalism on his watch, it's going to be 100% verifiable and correct factual evidence, and that's why I have you on the show.
Straight down the middle.
You're basically okay. And just to be fair, like the only reason I got Mike on the mic, is because we got him drunk. I mean, that's basically what it is.
No, it's the truth.
He got himself drunk.
Well, okay.
Oh, yeah.
He said, listen, I'm going to need some liquid courage to get on the show. And cool, I get that. And so what do? We went to a sushi restaurant. He said, oh, what's this volcano drink? It says that it's for two people. I think this is a challenge. And then he just said, challenge accepted, and ordered one and then drank it all.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You
Mission accomplished.
You did it. And then he came into my hotel room here where we're recording, the recording studio. And he's like, hey, I see this little bottle of Fireball just laying on the floor. Can I have it? And I was like, yeah, I guess so. and what happened with the Fireball? Like, what was the...
I had to chase it with Tums because I'm getting old. But my tummy doesn't hurt anymore though, so that's good. Yeah.
That's good. And it's good because we got these concrete mixers from Culver's that we're mowing on while we do this podcast. And listen, this podcast is going to be a little different. One, because Jason's not here, of course. But two, because we're just going to shit on John Andre this whole episode. It's a fair warning. So if you're a John Andre fan, listen, we're not saying we're not John Andre fans, but we're not saying we are John Andre fans. We're just saying we're going to talk about John Andre and his antics this weekend in Blaine, Minnesota. But before we get there, we have to do our due diligence, our duty. We got to get factual shit straight, our journalistic integrity, and let you know that this show is brought to you by HockeyWolf.com. Oh, look, you guys nailed it. See, Jason doesn't nail it like that all the time. But HockeyWolf.com. HockeyWolf are beer leaguers just like you and me. They're doing, I know. I saw you guys ready to howl again. You guys were on the ball, but it's okay. But they're beer leaguers just like you and me. They're trying to make the game more affordable. They're located in the Pacific Northwest and in Montana, but they can get you shit wherever you are. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know if anyone from China has ordered gloves, but they could probably ship gloves over to China. I mean, they could.
They ship them to Pennsylvania?
That's close enough to China.
Yeah.
That's basically China.
Basically.
Last I checked.
Yeah, and
yeah.
I mean, listen, I'm not a mapologist, but I do know that it's a far ways away from the Pacific Northwest, Pennsylvania. And so just go check them out. I mean, if you need team gear, if you need your own gear, if you need badass gloves, you have Mike has some gloves.
I do.
Right?
I have some gloves from them. They have the Carolina Surge hometown collection, and they've let me score a couple goals.
Wait, you don't have the state Pennsylvania gloves?
Not yet. I was looking at them maybe as a birthday present. We'll see.
To yourself?
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
like a birthday present to your wife, but they only fit you?
Yeah, basically.
I have a good one.
Although she probably fits in the same size as I do.
Let me see. You have dainty little hands?
No, I got 14s.
And
I
so your
don't.
wife has big hands?
She's got like long ET fingers. She'd probably kill me for saying that.
Is that
but
a good or a
that's
bad
the
thing?
truth?
Okay. Does she listen to the show?
Yes.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, Mike, I mean, I'm glad you got to come to this tournament now that you've, dogged out your wife.
I didn't say ET was unsexy.
We're watching the different movies, I think.
Are you into ET? Like, is that something that gets you going?
I mean, I'm not into ET.
Well, speaking of what we're going to do and what we're not going to do, we're going to dog on John Andre here. Let's tell your let's tell your best story of John Andre from this weekend. Now, let me tell you, John is from Anchorage, Alaska. He was the driving factor in us having a successful tournament in Anchorage, Alaska. That's not me dogging on him. That's me giving him props. But on the flip side, John Andre drinks a lot of fucking booze. And this weekend, I want to be 100% journalistic integrity. That's what I have here. I'm just reporting the facts. He was never not intoxicated.
Not that I saw.
They had the 8 a.m. game this morning. Question mark. I didn't get a chance to talk to him.
Did he make it?
He was there.
Yeah, no, he was.
Yeah, he was there.
He was on my team.
Well, he's on my team too.
Yeah, you're
No, that's
both
right,
on
the
that
same-
team.
You didn't play that first game though, so I forgot you were there.
Way to let him down. That's why they lost.
Well,
Probably lost.
listen,
We didn't lose. We were a champion.
You lost the semifinal.
yeah, but we're
Because
Dan,
Nick
Dan,
was like,
Dan,
we
are
are
you Dan, are you a champ?
Did you play 12 games of hockey
No.
this weekend? Either of you?
Yeah. Well, here's
Combined.
Hey,
Barely.
but you want to know what's good about that is you had to play that much hockey to try to become a champ. I just took care of business
just
when
more
I played.
efficient.
Yeah, I'm just an efficient guy.
Nick, I need you to ask me what my record for the whole weekend is.
Okay, let me get to it. Dan, what's your record for the whole weekend?
3-9.
Yeah, see, exactly. You had to play, and you probably had to play all 12 just to get those 3 in, right?
Dan, the difference maker.
I'm sorry, did you have to play the Grizzlies?
Who?
What?
The Grizzlies were good though.
They were
Oh,
very
fantastic.
good.
Well, listen, when you bring a team to a beer league tournament that doesn't have great teams, and you got a dude that was just like Islanders training camp, and then
He
was
literally
play-
got back from Europe.
yeah, and he was playing pro over in Europe. That team's probably going to win the tournament. And guess what? They did.
Sure did.
They did.
And you know
Hands
what?
down.
Solid group of guys.
But it feels good saying I played in the same tournament as those guys.
Exactly. I talked to them.
Yeah.
Like we had conversations.
I played in a pro caliber tournament.
Yeah.
I got burned by them.
Hey, how many? And you had some goals in this pro caliber tournament.
One in the bash, one in the Dex.
That's goals, bud.
Yeah, there you go.
You don't have to
It
tell. You
happens.
didn't have to give us exact numbers. You could just said, "Yeah, I've scored a few." Bud.
Well, when it happens as infrequently as it does for me, you kind of tend to remember
That's-
what happens where.
That resonates with me.
Yeah, not me, because I'm a goal scoring machine. I don't know if you saw this.
Wait,
in the
how
championship
many
game.
goals did you have today?
Well, let's not talk about the whole day. Let's talk about the championship game.
That's
I
right.
had a hat trick, but only
Hand
two
trick.
only 2 of them counted. Listen, here's the deal. I don't understand. Like, it was getting way too easy to score them with my stick. So one time I got pushed down in the crease, and the puck was there, and so I just picked it up and threw it in. Like, that takes skill. Like, that's hand-eye coordination. I still had to beat the goalie. And to be frank with you, I can probably throw a puck harder than I can shoot a puck. And so I don't understand. The ref said, "Why did you do that?" And I said, "What do you mean? Like, why did I try to score a goal any way possible? I thought that's my job as a forward." And he just said, "You can't do that." He said, "I should have given you a penalty." I said, "I bet you won't." And then he didn't. So I guess I won the bet.
Called his bluff.
Hey,
yeah.
that ref was also the same when I convinced
Yeah.
that you totally touched the puck when you're 40 feet away
Yeah,
from
and
me,
I'm
and
in
I
the-
threw it straight up into the netting.
I'm in this one. He goes, "Yeah, 12 touched it." And I go, "12 touched what? I'm standing 40 feet back this way." He said, "Nah, you touched it." I'm like,
Wasn't
God.
even. No one was within 30 feet of me. I just totally roofed it.
Yeah, I know. And then I'm getting blamed for it. Not that it really mattered, but at the end of the day, back to John Andre.
Johnny boy.
He was drunk all weekend.
He was.
He had a few beverages.
So I don't know if we can tell this story, but it's not going to stop me from telling the story. But he by Friday, the first day of the tournament, by 11 a.m., he was gone. Right?
Yeah.
About, yeah.
Yeah. Can we
The first time we saw him.
listen? He peed his pants. Let's just throw that out there. He pissed his pants in the middle of the afternoon. That's how drunk he was.
I think it's funnier that he fell down naked from the waist down while trying to put on the pants.
Wait, what?
And there's pictures of it.
I missed that one.
So listen, well, when you piss your pants, you want to put on non-pissed pants. I would imagine.
Oh.
If I pissed my pants, I wouldn't want to sit in my piss pants. But maybe that serves you right. If you piss your pants, you should have to wear pissed pants.
But did he know that he pissed his pants?
Well, I don't.
Or did they know that he pissed his pants? And
Well, they knew.
well, I mean, obviously they knew, but like, did he know?
Can we just say Ross is a good dad.
Oh, absolutely.
Ross took care of him.
He took care of John.
He said, "Hey, little Johnny Piss Pants, let me get you. Let me go and get you some of these BLPA joggers, and get you all changed up. Change your little diaper, and make sure you're dry." I think he powdered his balls
Hey,
for
you
him.
put him down for a nap.
Put him down. Then he put him down for a nap at about 2. 2?
Yeah,
2
about
o'clock.
2.
And we basically said, "Don't wake him up.
Yeah.
Just let him sleep."
But the thing is, he went to bed at 2. He had only woken up at 12:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So he only had an hour and a half to get all of that in. That's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a little early because by 11 o'clock he was toasted. Like he was walking around toasted, and so it might have been a little early. He might have lied to you.
Let's be honest. I don't know if any of us got a lot of straight truth out of John this week.
Well, okay. John, when he's not extremely intoxicated, can play a little hockey.
Yeah.
There was even a time where we were comparing him to Peck. Like, should we draft John over Peck? And I did. I drafted John over Peck in Columbus.
Didn't you win?
I did win, but not because of John.
Yeah.
I don't remember why we won. I can't remember. We had the good defenseman in Austin. That's from Austin, and that's about. I can't remember. I mean, I'm sorry. I play so many of them. Do you remember why we won? Like
I don't.
Were we just?
I was also
were we
5 there too.
Were we
so.
just that fucking good? And I don't remember.
No, but I remember picking Luigi to win.
You're goddamn right. We did. Yeah.
I think we've gotten a few different stories on why you guys got there in the first place.
Well,
now they're here or there. You earned your spot.
Yeah, I did. Well, yeah, we did earn it. And just predictions on this one, I was 100% right. It's the first time it's ever happened in this, and I'm sorry that Jason missed it. But if
it sounds like 3 points.
If he'd record more,
points game.
Yeah, I mean, so basically, what I said was, Bumblebee would win it, and I said Optimus Prime would be in second place. I said third would be Megatron, and fourth would be Shockwave, and I nailed them all. I mean, that firmly plants me in the lead of Jason in this game now. So sorry, Jason, you got to play to win, bud, and you're just not playing. You feel me? So, best story from Andre on the whole weekend. Go, Mike.
Oh, geez, I don't know. That's tough. There's a lot of stories to do. I would say probably the time when there was all these smoke shows out there with a little puppy, and they were all girlfriends of the Grizzlies.
Really good Grizzlies team.
Which was, I believe, the team that he had had a little altercation with.
Yep.
So he's proceeding to tell these women this story of how he had tried to instigate a fight with basically one of their boyfriends, and how the boyfriend cowered away. And I love John. He was such a cool dude, but I don't know what the fuck he was expecting these girls to do at that point.
What did they do?
They were kind of just like, oh, okay.
Did he know that was their?
I think we were kind of like, dude, John, why don't you back up a little bit, buddy? When you get the okay answer, that's your signal to kindly just start moving away.
So to be fair, my favorite story of John was him trying to get in that altercation.
Okay.
Being extremely intoxicated. And as we said, this team was good. They were not average beer league players. They had all played somewhere.
Some of them were better than me, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go on a limb and say maybe you might have been 10% as good as one of them.
That's not even close to accurate.
The lowest one. You might have been 6.2%.
You could probably blindfold one of those guys, put their skate guards on, give them the wrong-handed stick, and they would probably still be better than me.
4.7% of them. That's what you were. But they were good. And so you watch the game, and John gets in. He does what drunk people do, and they do stupid things. And hey, buddy, like, what's going on? And he said, they were killing us by 10 or 11 goals. And so I went over there and told him, hey, let's chill it out. Let's take the foot off the gas. And the guy said, it's not in my DNA. And then John tells me, he says, well, I'm going to put my fist in your DNA,
which is a
great line,
top tier line,
great line. And
John's
then
a good chirper, bud.
yeah,
oh, absolutely.
Like drunk or sober, he's got it.
And then tried to fight the guy and got kicked out of the game.
Yeah,
that's the story John told me, and that's a good story, right? But I don't think that was the actual story.
I heard a few versions of that story over the weekend from different people.
Really?
I heard that he got on the bench late, and he said, "Oh, we're already down 10. I got to make this game a physical game." And then he went out and tried to punch the guy off the draw, and the guy was like, "What are you doing? Get out of here!" And the ref just kicked him out.
Okay, so I'm not saying that was the best course of action, but at least he was trying something different. I mean, clearly whatever the team was doing wasn't working.
He did. I think he was trying to raise the energy level.
Yeah.
For the 4 seconds he was with the team.
I got to make this a physical game. I mean, first you literally get on the ice 5 minutes in the game and it's 10-0, and your first thing is like, well, we gotta up the physicality and really piss these guys off and let them, get in the zone. And so that's basically my favorite story from John. And the reason why it's my favorite story is because everyone has a different version of how that went down. And I can tell you there's one version I know that isn't true. And that's
Which one's that?
John's. I would have to say, I mean, good line. I mean, this is like a movie script writing. Like, I'm going to put my fist right in your DNA. But I don't think he said it. I just do not think he said that. Like, what's your best chirp line you've ever heard? Like, that's a pretty good one.
I don't know.
That's tough. Like, chirping's happening all the time.
I know, and it's like,
So
usually I just laugh.
Stick with it.
Usually I just laugh. I actually like it when, like, because Big Dad will chirp his own team.
Oh,
that's the
sure
best.
Will. Try being me on his team.
Oh, that's how we actually got into the finals, into Columbus. Now I remember how. We got to the finals because somehow, like, we were down 5-2 with like 3 minutes left. And then we scored a quick one, and we're like, oh, yeah, okay, cool. And then we scored another one, and we're like, oh, goddamn, this is a game. And then we tied it with just a little under a minute left.
Ooh. And
it goes to a shootout. And Big Dad's number was drawn in the random shootout, and he was going to shoot third. Well, our guys scored all 3. Their first 2 scored, and Big Dad goes, hey, my team doesn't want to win. You could tell by the way they played those last 3 minutes. So I'll show them what not winning is. And then he came in on the shootout and just put a muffin in the goalie's chest and skated away. And then we're like, really? Did you really do that? And I think I said, I bet you won't. And he said, I bet I will. And I said, prove it. And I thought he was bullshitting me.
Nope, can't confirm that is exactly.
And I can tell you,
happened.
there's one thing about Big Dad. If he says he's going to do something, he's going to do it.
Yeah.
And so I was just going to call his bluff thinking that he wouldn't do it, knowing full well that he probably was going to do it. And then he did it. And then it gave me he basically gifted me a gold medal. And I appreciate that. You know?
Must be nice.
Well, because then we had to play Peck's team in the championship, and Peck don't win gold medals when he stays in the game.
He gets there a lot.
I don't know. He did in D.C.
But he didn't win it.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
I mean, he was not on the ice. So can we really count that?
That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, because he did contribute like throughout the weekend.
Yeah, but we talked about this on the podcast last time, and we never came up with a consensual answer. For the show and the content, he didn't win it.
That's tough. I think he did. I do.
He told me, well, if a guy gets hurt and doesn't doesn't play in the Stanley Cup. Does he still? And I said, yeah, okay, cool. We're not the NHL.
Well, not with that attitude.
Well, I just told him, like, you know, the NHL makes their rules. Guess who makes the BLPA ones? Me. So I'm going to say that it didn't count. He's not off the snide. He's got, because did it go to a shootout too?
It did.
See? I need you to get on this bandwagon, Mike.
I can't do it.
I just bought you hibachi, bud.
You did, and a concrete mixer.
And a concrete mixer. So has Peck ever done that for you?
He has the yum sauce.
And the yum sauce, bud.
That was just not ranch.
That was ranch dressing.
100%. 100%.
So I'm saying, if Peck does all that not for you, and I do it for you, I just want a little support.
I just got to call it how
from
I
the
see it.
I know you have journalistic integrity. I know that.
Straight down the middle.
The good thing is that there's still only one guy that makes the rules, and it's me. So I guess sign a petition, and if you can get 5,000 people to sign that petition and donate $2 to the BLPA, then we'll say that Peck's off the snide. But until then,
okay,
you know,
yeah, I'll get on it.
Yeah, okay. It has to be $2. $2 bills, actually. That it doesn't even have to. They can't do it. They cannot do it electronically. They have to send $2 bills to the BLPA's mailing address. So,
all right. Well, I'll start campaigning, I suppose.
Can we even find $2 bills anymore?
I think I've got one like hidden somewhere in an envelope.
4,999 more to go. I thought they were out of circulation now. They just don't.
But I think you can get them from banks, right?
You can literally walk into a bank and ask for $2 bills.
Why do they hoard the $2 bills banks? Like, what are they trying to accomplish by
guys?
that?
But like growing up, like people always told me this $2 bill is going to be worth something.
Yeah, $2.
Yeah. Well, but they always push like more because it's rare. It's just like it's not. It just isn't. It's just a pointless bill.
Yeah, they fed us full of bullshit. That's like everyone in our youth fed us full of bullshit. Santa Claus. Fucking
you don't believe in Santa Claus?
E.T.
Happiness.
Gremlins.
Oh.
Happiness. Do we not have a conversation?
Oh, that slip out. Sorry.
This welcome to the BLP therapy session with Michael K. Fox.
Can I let you know on the John Andre story? I mean, to wrap this up, I know we're circling back here.
I haven't even gotten to mine.
Okay, great. Tell yours, and then I gotta point something out about John Andre.
I mean, like we know, John was lubricated this weekend. Our first game Saturday against you guys. It was the 7th game for me that day. I was a little cranky. He was pissing me off. I literally almost fireman threw over my shoulder at one point because he's just grabbing me. The ref's not calling anything. So we line up at the face-off dot. He says something, and I just nut checked him like hard like a motherfucker. And the ref just stood there and let it happen. And this is only my favorite story because while we were waiting for you to drop Tanis off, that ref, we were talking to him, and he's like, "Yeah, that guy, like he was drunk, like he speared a guy in the nuts at the face-off." And I'm just looking at him like, man, what'd you do? He's like, well, I really thought about saying something or kicking him out, but I didn't. And he leaves, and I look at Mike. I was like, hey, Mike, do you know why I didn't kick him out? Because I did that to him. Yeah, I did it.
The guy's like, yeah, man, he speared somebody in the nuts. That's like real serious. I thought about saying something, but I didn't. Thanks, Stripes.
That's also the same guy that told me I couldn't throw the puck in the net. Like, why would you do that? But I'm trying. Same ref. Just drop dead serious. And then it's just, well, you can't do that. And I was like, I did do it. What are you going to do about it? He said, well, I should call a penalty. I said, I bet you won't.
He missed the part that me and Nick are like laughing our asses off in the crease because he literally grabs the puck and just rips it into the net with his hand. And I'm just standing there like, okay.
It was going for a hat-trick goal, right? It was my third goal. And it's laying in the crease. And I go to shoot it, and as soon as I make a move to shoot it, I get pushed from behind down on it.
What?
Who did that? Who was it? And so I flub it, and it almost goes in, and then it hits someone's skate and bounces out right to my hand. I'm like, fuck this. And I pick it up and just fucking chuck it as hard as I can, and I celebrated.
Yeah,
like,
it was a far end, so on the bench we're like, oh, Nick scored.
Yeah. And then he was like, why did you do that? And I said, what do you mean? Score a goal? I don't know. Why wouldn't I do that? The refs this weekend were a couple of them were very dry, but the rest of them were really good.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that.
There's a guy named Booch who told me he makes $72,000 a year reffing.
Good for him.
But I won't tell you his real name because I don't want the IRS to go after him. So 72,000. He refs a lot, and it was confirmed. I mean, the guy did like 20 games this weekend. That's too much. It was insane. That's a lot of games.
I had a ref tell me that he can't play hockey because it's too much skating, but he can ref because it's easier. And I looked at it, I was like, I've refed one game in the last 5 years, and that's the one I hurt my back in because just standing there sucks.
Why didn't you just do like little pirouettes? Or
I did. You know, flex it out there. You know, I was doing spinning around. Was it triple axel?
Hey,
that's how I dropped the puck. Triple axel, just spike it down.
Hey, the next time Peck's in a gold championship, I'm gonna ref it, and and as soon as I'm gonna kick his ass out, right out, and then hopefully they win, and
it's gonna be first puck drop.
We can keep this whole thing going. Where sorry that still doesn't count, Peck, because you got kicked out of the game.
Is that the BLPA agenda?
Now it is, yeah. BLPA has an agenda, and it's to keep Peck from winning gold champ. Anyone else can win gold championships. Anybody. Not Peck. And now he's going to hear this, and he's going to think we're serious. And I'm just here to tell you, Peck, I fucking am. Okay, so I want to know. There was a conversation, a debate, an argument, points to be made. Who would you rather draft, John Andre or Jeff Peck? And Big Dad is definitely on the team Andre train. I did pick him. I will tell you this tournament, when he was extremely intoxicated, he definitely took Peck length shifts. So he's turning into Peck without the toe drag.
Well, he couldn't find the bench, bud.
Well, it is what it is. But what I'm saying is, like, he took, like, I was playing opposite of him, and I guarantee you I got one shift in a period. One shift. And the rest was John Andre. Just whatever John Andre was doing. So I'm going to have to say I'm going to go on record right now and say if I had to pick between John Andre and Peck, I would pick neither of them. I would go without a guy because John will be drunk. Peck will not win a gold because he's going to get kicked out of the gold championship. And that's basically it. So yeah. What are your thoughts on that? Any rebuttal?
It depends on how drunk I was, honestly.
How drunk you were?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, because I feel like if I was drunk, like Andre would be trashed, and like just it would be a good time Friday night. So like,
you're saying Peck's not a good time Friday night?
Because Peck's busy doing things, so like I can't like hang out with Peck at the draft party.
Okay.
No comment.
Well, so I figure Friday night would be more fun with John, but I don't know. I'd probably rather play with Peck.
Play with Peck, but party with John?
Yeah. That's my vote.
That sounds pretty dangerous, I'm not going to lie.
I mean, sure, cool on both of those. But, like, I can't see, like, I've actually avoided partying with John this weekend.
That's true.
Because you have to know, like, with age usually comes wisdom. I think John's older than me. I would have to check it. I think he is older than me. But he hasn't learned when to call it a night. And like when he's calling you at 3:30 in the morning multiple times, then you're like, this is no good for me. Nothing good is going to come at a hockey tournament after 2 a.m.
Yeah, but I kind of admire that though.
No, I admire it too, but I admire it and I respect it because I know what it would lead to. And it leads to, well, look what happened to him this weekend. You know, it would lead Mike Fox, a man of many talents and passions. You would be trying to fight someone that you probably had no business fighting, and then you would be telling their girlfriends about how you were going to punch their DNA out.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And that's what it would lead to, and we've matured out of that.
That's true.
Dan, have you matured out of it?
I'm matured out of that a long time ago.
Dan don't even drink no more, bud.
I know.
Dan don't party. Dan don't know how to party.
No, he does not.
No.
Danny Vibes is in hibernation.
That's, you know why? Because last time Danny Vibes got in the White Lightning, boy. Have you ever seen a man dance by himself for 7 minutes with no music? That's Danny Vibes. just in the middle of a parking lot. We're all sitting around, and Danny Vibes is just fucking boom, 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 boom. But the boom, boom was not happening. There was no music. It was just him just fucking making moves.
I want to argue that so bad because I feel like there was music. I was feeling the music.
Yeah, I'm sure you were. I just don't know where it was coming from. That's the issue. There was no music playing out. Like we were just like, what is Dan doing? And then like he had made like these cornhole boards and painted them for us, and he was fucking dancing, and then he'd like run up one and jump off, and then go up the other one and jump off like he was parkouring.
Oh man!
And it was
parkour.
It was something, bud. And it's just that's where he got the name Danny Vibes.
I'm impressed of the quality build of a cornhole stand that you can jump off of.
When he told me that that's what I had done, I was very impressed with my build.
Yeah, just like running up, jumping off, and
wasn't the video guy there? Where the hell was he?
No, this was the before. This was the one before.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, it was.
Thank God.
Now, what I would like to see now is I would like to see Danny Vibes, White Lightning, and John Andre together to see what would happen.
Okay.
Oh, someone would die.
Like I'd like to see that. I think we could do that. We could probably make that happen.
I think I could outdrink him. I wouldn't.
John?
Yes.
Oh.
I
haven't seen you drink like that much, but like after seeing John this weekend, I don't know, man.
I remember.
Yeah, but I could probably drink more than what he drank and not pass out for 5 hours in the middle of the day.
Well, he also hadn't eaten.
Oh no!
Would you?
I don't know, man.
Poor guy.
I don't know, man. That's a big deal.
Would you piss your pants?
No, I've never pissed my pants.
How many beers do you think it would take you to piss your pants?
I don't know.
I mean, we can't
probably
really,
like a.
Here's what I propose, just for content for the brand.
Yeah.
We get you, Danny Vibes with some White Lightning, John Andre, and post draft party Peck. All at a table with beers and see where it leads. And we'll get 4 cameramen. Each cameraman will be assigned a person, and we'll just see what happens.
Let's do it.
It'll kind of be like BLPA Big Brother, but it's just drunk at a bar.
I think my cameraman will have an early night, but
no, you can't go. That's
might be exciting.
That's where you can't go home. You can't go home.
I'll sleep right there. I don't care. Like you don't think I'm just gonna I'm just gonna put my head down.
But it's for content, so we'll have to wake you up and rev you back up.
Tequila is what does that, bud.
Okay, there we go. Tequila and little toot toots. You know what I'm saying?
Little powder sugar.
Little booger sugar. You know, I mean, I don't know anything about booger sugar, but I hear that's what it does, right? Mike, have you heard that? Or
that's what I've heard.
Yeah, I mean that's what I've been reading on the internet.
Yes,
that sometimes
you're just researching cocaine.
Someone told me one time.
Well, actually, no. I'm listening to because I'm trying to get the BLPA magazine off, and I figure what better way to figure out inside stuff on magazines than to learn from people that have done magazines. And as I was driving from from Charleston to Columbus, I was listening to Howard Stern, and the guy that created Rolling Stone magazine was on and was plugging his new book. So I was like, well, I have Audible credits, so I'll just go listen to the book. And I've been listening to it, and they did a lot of cocaine and a lot of acid.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I mean, it was in the sick. When he was doing acid, it wasn't illegal. It was just like, well, there's acid, let's do it. And then I'm in the 80s portion of the Rolling Stone, and the cocaine I think is winding down a bit. But there for a little bit, he was doing a lot of cocaine, and it seemed like it really. I mean, he made the Rolling Stone magazine, so what are you gonna do, right? So, Have you ever done cocaine, Mike?
I've not.
Dan, have you ever done cocaine?
Negative.
Me neither. You want to?
I mean, do you have any?
No, I don't even know where to get it.
The internet?
One cocaine, please.
Can we can we get it on Reddit? Is that where we can find some cocaines?
Cocaine.
How many cocaines?
How many cocaines do you get at one time?
I don't.
8 ball?
I need like a teaspoon? How does it work?
I don't know.
Isn't it?
We probably shouldn't do cocaines.
No. I think we should just.
But let me tell you a funny story about cocaines in Blaine, Minnesota.
Oh.
I was here in Blaine, Minnesota, a few years back at a tournament called the Walleye Chop, and and I don't know how we got. I know White Castle Burgers started it, and then the next thing I know, Mike Fox is snorting white powder. That is not
Didn't
cocaine.
you just say you have not done
Yeah.
cocaine?
Well,
That's true.
It actually wasn't cocaine.
It was not.
Was it powdered donuts or just actual sugar?
It was the sugar from powdered donuts.
Why did we do that?
I think Chris Nall said that I wouldn't, so I just did.
Chris Nall, he's a bad influence, bud. I know he listens to this show, and I want to say hello, Chris Nall. We're gonna see Chris Nall. We're gonna see Chris in Vegas.
Oh
for
my God, that's
Thanksgiving.
great! I can't wait to see him.
I think we want to reenact. I want to figure out why we because did he snort it?
No, it's just me. But I snorted like more than once.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Was it good?
What?
It
must have
tastes
been if you did more than once.
yeah, because it like drips in the back of your throat, and it was like, ooh,
Little
tasty.
sugar drips.
That's a little tasty.
What if that's what real cocaine is?
Maybe I'll do one before my next game
Real cocaine
and
or
see
real
if like
sugar?
sugar.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
Wink, wink. Listen,
doesn't help.
I just want to go. Like I'm gonna have to cut this in. The BLPA does not endorse doing drugs or any cocaine, heroin. Marijuana's cool. Acid, maybe that's cool. I don't know, but anything illegal, we do not expressly endorse. We might do, but we do not expressly endorse. And I can tell you, I do not do drugs. I'm fucking clean as a fucking whistle, straight. Except insulin. I hit the insulin hard.
I have seen you inject a liquid into your body.
I do hit the Lin really hard to make sure. Give me a little Linny Lin. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure all my shit's straight. You know, 'cause I like to even myself out a little bit. I eat a lot of sugar. I hit the Lin. You know what I'm saying? So
Makes sense.
that's just how it goes sometimes. So anything else you want to talk about? I mean, I got Mike drunk, and so he's basically the show. We just call him best friend of the show, but really he's the producer. He's the BOPA Baba Booey. He's here, and he always has good topics, and we just never get around to him because we need him continuously planning these in our head. So why don't we get a Foxism here and see what we got? I'm putting you on the spot for sure.
Of a topic?
Yeah, just hit something. What do you think about in that brain?
I don't know, man. We've talked about like our hidden talents before. And
Yeah.
I always like to wonder like what my best hidden talent is. Mm-hmm. I still don't know.
It's hard. It's hard to rate yourself, right?
But I think if I had to rank everything that I've ever done, like first place, second place, whatever, compared to the entire world, I'd probably say that the highest thing that I've ever been was second place. And that was, giving myself the old 1-2.
You're not the best person to give yourself a hand, or Jay?
Nah.
That's not what you said earlier, bud.
No, I did not say that.
Yeah.
That's not what I said.
Yes.
That's not what
you
I
said.
said.
Someone else was second place.
I gotta be basic for a second. I'm gonna stay on.
Oh,
this.
you're right. You're right. I did say someone else was second place.
Yeah. So
Maybe third place.
like that person's third place?
That person's third place.
I steal my
I'm
fucking
second
bitch.
place.
Who's first place?
Oh, I can't say that.
Oh, so you're just teasing us with a little...
Do you know her? Do you think? If I told you, would you be like, oh, I know her?
I don't know.
Is it Peck?
Listen, he told me all
All
I
I'm
had
hearing
to
is-
do was
all I'm
say he
hearing-
won the gold championship.
All I'm hearing is Peck is top 5. That's
Hey,
what I'm hearing from you right
Peck's
now.
top 1.
So what you're telling me...
He's just winning something.
What you're telling me is fucking hibachi and fucking concrete mixers is second place to 3 seconds of pleasure? 3 strokes?
3.5, please. Give me some credit.
So who's number 1?
I said Jeff Peck.
Oh, well, you said her, and I...
No, I'm just...
He
no.
puts on a wig. What? He puts on a wig. I'm just helping your story.
Well,
bud.
we usually do room together at these
Hey,
tournaments. So.
BLPA does not endorse people jacking each other off.
Why not?
In a non-consensual manner, as long as it's
Who
consensual.
said I
don't
was
give a shit.
non-consensual?
Well, I just wanted to point that out. It's 2022. I don't want to get canceled.
We're off the rails here.
Yeah. All right. Anything? What do you think? What do you think my best talent? Maybe it's easier for people to judge others. Like, what would you think my best talent is? Best
Sport
hidden
photography.
That's not hidden though. Everyone sees me taking those photos.
Some people might say it's hidden.
Well, people they see me taking it. It's editing is the issue. People don't realize how fucking long it takes to edit photos.
I tried to edit a picture this week. I didn't do it.
Like
I couldn't. It was like holy crap.
Let me just. Okay, now we're really off rails since you brought this up.
Way to go, Mike.
Yeah.
You could just give your number one.
Just to put it in perspective. Like, okay, I don't know what you do that you're proud of, and I don't know what you. You're top 3 in what you do that you're proud of, but I'm proud of taking the photos that I take, and I think I'm good at them, and I think they look good, and there's nothing more. And I know people aren't meaning to be offensive, but there's nothing more offensive to me than when people say, "Just put out the raw images and let everyone take them."
Yeah, what's wrong with raw dogging it?
Well, there's nothing wrong with raw dogging it, but you know what? Like, I want to be proud of it. If you're raw dogging it and you're just 1, 2 and you're done. I'm not proud of it. You're just doing it to do it. And I take a lot of time. That camera costs a lot of money. And I want that what I put out to be what people say, damn, that's a good looking photo. And that takes time to do. And maybe not as much time as I'm taking to do them, but it's also not the only thing that I do.
Yeah.
And that's the hard part. Like there's nobody else doing the behind the scenes stuff at this company. It is me. I do every single thing behind the scenes, whether it's marketing, sales, taking meetings. My time is just, I don't have her. And I also have a kid and a wife. And so when I get a chance to spend time with them, and so it takes time to edit photos. It just does. And I'm not going to just say, here you go, because I'm proud of the photos I put out and I want other people to like them. And I get that fucking Mike Fox wants 10 photos of him doing the same thing, but just a tiny step ahead than the next one in a like a 10 frame sequence, and he wants every single one of those.
10 frame sequence. I moved like
7 inches.
Yeah.
He's taking one stride. It just takes a lot of time, and just so everyone knows, like, people gripe at me all the time, and fine, you can keep griping, but it doesn't change my. Like, you griping doesn't
give
change.
you more time.
It doesn't change.
It doesn't speed up the process.
And I'm going to be honest, and I say this all the time. If I had unlimited money and unlimited time, I'd be able to do a lot of cool fucking shit. And that would make me very happy to have unlimited of both of those. And so you guys can help with one of those, and that's unlimited money. So if you want to become a VIP member, you just subscribe there, or patreon.com. Shout out Michael Cosentino and the whole Cosentino family for Patreon and us. We can make things happen with unlimited money. I mean, not as much.
I'm an OG Patreon member. I've never gotten a shout out.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you still a Patreon member?
Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah. I'm not a hockey god, so I understand.
Yeah. I mean, listen. What are you giving me? $5?
10.
Oh, goddamn! You're supposed to get a mouth hug, but I don't.
Well, I'm just trying to fund the round table.
Well, here's the deal. Mike, can you reach over there and give him a mouth hug?
Look, we're doing room together all week.
That's the hand hug.
I can't talk if I'm using my mouth for other things.
It's true. It'll fill it up.
Whoa. Humble brag.
Microphone?
Humble brag. So what's my hidden talent, Mike?
I bet you're really good at like dancing in the mirror.
Wrong. Maybe that's a talent that is just everyone sees. I wonder if this will work. No, didn't work. Sorry. No one needs to know what happened.
Those of you at home,
I was confused for a
be
second.
happy you didn't get a front row seat to that one.
All right. What do you think Dan's hidden talent is? Mike, give us some podcast gold here.
I got nothing.
I know you don't.
The fireball's wearing off.
Yeah, the fireball's wearing. Do we have another fireball laying around with some Tums?
It was in your room. Who knows?
Do you have any more Fireball?
I don't. I don't even know where I got that. I just reached in my.
I was like, ooh, it's a piece of candy.
Yeah, like on Friday, I came here and I was like cleaning out my pockets so I could go to bed. I was like, where the fuck does this fireball come from? And I just tossed it down there on the floor and
Nice.
So
I mean, a normal person would just throw it in the trash instead of just throw it on the
It was
floor.
fun. Why would you throw it in the trash?
yeah, why would you throw the
He's
trash?
not going to drink it.
Yeah, but someone did.
Yeah.
Obviously,
One
it
man's
worked
trash
out well,
is
didn't
another
it?
man's treasure.
John Andre is blowing up my phone right now.
Hey, just answer it and see if you can hold it right up to your thing. Answer it.
All right, let's see if this works.
Put it on speaker.
John, you're on the podcast. Say something. Hey. We're in the whole time. We're recording the podcast. I have you up against the microphone right now.
You don't know where we're at.
Can they bring something
Michael
drinkable?
Fox. Oh, Michael Fox seems upset about the Trulies.
Hey, you don't know where we're at, John.
You know what? I believe that you can.
Hey, we'll see you at the Best Western, bud. At Best Western? But where? See, this is what we talked about. This whole episode is about you, John, so it's great that you called in here. Tell us what your favorite part of you being extremely intoxicated this weekend was. I said this whole podcast has been about you. So tell us. Well, I appreciate you. Well, okay. Well, we already done it, but I'm gonna ask consent anyway. We told the Johnny Pee Pants story. You cool? You cool with that? Okay, cool.
He says we. It was him.
Yeah, I blew up your spot. What was your favorite part of being drunk from Friday at 11 a.m. till I guess you're still drunk? Yeah. Yeah.
John, I love you.
What specifically?
Oh my God.
What specifically about the people? Where? Yeah, we're literally at the Blaine at the airport hotel. We had to move down because we got to catch early flights.
Yep, we'll see you there.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
All right. Well, here's the deal, boys. I think we're gonna have to go now and lock ourselves in our rooms. And I don't know if
We have to say goodbye to Jonathan.
Okay, but listen.
And Martin.
But listen. Here's the deal. Martin, that's his name.
I accidentally called him Walter for probably half an hour.
Here's what we gotta do.
It's not like I did it on Friday or Saturday. It was today. I felt terrible.
Hey, when you were little kids, did your parents have like a newspaper subscription?
Oh yeah.
But sometimes they couldn't afford to pay the newspaper subscription. So when the collections came to the door, they'd say, "Everyone, shut up, lay down, don't move. They won't know we're here."
Oh no, we did that with Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Yeah.
And what was awkward is that that family of Jehovah's Witnesses had a son in my grade that I was friends with.
Oh, boy, that is a tough one.
Yeah.
All right, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go hide in our rooms right now. So when John comes up here, just shh. He doesn't know we're here. Just stay down. And then we'll call him and tell him goodbye.
You know what? As a VIP member, I think he needs the hug.
Yeah, that's true.
He needs you to hug it out with him.
Listen,
with your mouth.
That's what I brought you on, producer. Let's go, Mama Booey.
Yeah, produce your mouth hugs.
Mike Mooey, let's go. Official mouth hugger of the BLPA Big Show, Mike Mooey. All right,
Don't you love it when he makes up nicknames?
We're out of here. We're out of here. Hey, thanks for listening to us ramble.
Yeah.
But I really thought I could get more out of Mike Mooey, but we will eventually. We'll get him drunk enough one time.
We should have just done it right at the body.
We should have taken the podcast right there at because he was so proud of that drink, so proud of that drink.
Yeah, I took like four selfies. With
He literally was measuring it like I got about an inch left.
It's like, which was easy.
What do you think this flame is? Do you think I can drink it?
So he said we had about an inch left, and we had to tell him to put back on his pants. And put his back in his underwear.
I was balls deep in that drink.
No,
it was cold, but it was worth it.
All right, you guys. It was a good tournament.
Yeah,
I mean, we're never going to run a team and a Dex at the same time again.
I can't.
And maybe one time Limbacher will come back on and record. So other than that, you guys got anything to add?
Nothing.
I'm good. I'm shot.
Be good or be good at it.